If you end up enjoying yourself, hitting the like button directly supports the channel. Enjoy the show.
Two legendary monsters. Pillars of film history. Two stories made oceans apart in which two creators, completely independent of each other mind you, felt that the truest depictions of their most pressing struggles were best represented by Giant Monkey and Big Lizard. These perplex me, as film snobs are generally very opposed to anything goofy or just fun at all. So for King Kong to be able to walk onto an active golf course and be welcomed with a round of applause just blows my mind. It seems like the further back in time you look, the more open audiences were to suspending their disbelief. And so now people just recognize them as established classics. I mean, Citizen Kane is a talking dog in it. And now we've finally got a big Hollywood film of the two titans coming to clash. What's that? That doesn't make any sense? King Kong is the size of Godzilla's toenail? Doesn't matter. He big now. The Empire State Building could go climb him. But if we're really going to figure out which one of these is the best, I mean, a fight to the Martha is good and all, but seeing how they fared in the pixelated and polygonal worlds, now that's something I want to see. So let's do it. 3 Godzilla games, 3 King Kong games. Let's see how they've done in a retro, a portable, and a relatively modern game. 6 games, 2 giant dickless beasts. Let's see what they're really made of. Godzilla! Monster of monsters! For the Nintendo Entertainment System. In the year 2000 something 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 AD, oh, well, I'm glad we're being specific, the Earth receives a declaration of war from planet something. Alright. The Earth. Ooh. Oh! Oh, this is not what I was expecting. Okay, Godzilla, go. No, we can't go that way. Or anyway? Okay, Mothra, go down. Oh, okay, here we go. So as Mothra, I guess it's a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up, but all the obstacles are on the ground. That doesn't seem right. A and B do the same thing, though I can, like, shed my wings, which uses up the power meter with the start button, with the pause button being on select.
Excuse me?
Alright, while it's kind of hard to break the muscle memory of start being pause, it actually kind of makes sense in this case, as the start button's easier to reach from the A and B buttons, and means you don't have to take your left thumb off the movement controls to use the special attack. But if you notice me randomly pausing the game, well, that's what that is. Now, when it said Earth, did it mean, like, that's where we are? Or we're nearby? Currently neighboring Earth? Because I don't think... Like, what is that? Maybe that's the moon. I don't know. When I got to the end of the stage, Mothra had moved in the chess world, and one of the enemies had moved up too, so I guess this is tracking my overall progress. Alright, and as Godzilla, I can freaking punch, do a little kick, jump, duck, do a tailspin, and my start button attack is his laser breath, which uses the power meter. But the levels seem to be designed the exact same way, despite playing as characters that are clearly fitted for very different obstacles. Back to chess mode, and I've moved the characters down as far as I can, and I can't seem to make them go to the right, so I guess that's it? Well, the first King Kong game we've got is... Wait! I have to press right and down at the same time? Fuck off! Cause it's diagonal. You get it? You did not program it to be that goddamn... Fine. Right and down. Let's go. See if we can go fight Blooper and Chicken Mascot from Toy Story 2 over there. Alright, so now we've got bullets coming from fist high, foot high, head high, raining down from the sky high, shit popping out of the ground, and even fucking behind me? This is the first level. How am I supposed to deal with all this shit? I just started! You really expect me to start doing Matrix-style bullet dodging and figure out all the trajectories and the counters in combination with all the other... This is the first level! At this point, I just want to damage boost through this shit. So you know what? I did. Guess we'll see how long that lasts. What? Blooper jump 2 spaces! That's fucking cheating, bro! What is this shit? What is happening? He's just fucking jumping at me and spamming his attack.
Well, 2 could play that game. Time for my special... Shit. My special attack! God damn it. Wait. I won?
This, right here, is a winning strategy. Are you telling me this is how the game is meant to be played? What a fucking disaster! How the hell was that? Oh my god, dude!
Whatever, fuck you!
Alright, let's go in the warp hole. Alright. Oh, shit. Well, there's no dodging this shit. Godzilla's dead.
Well, let's try that again, I guess.
Wait. Oh shit, he's just dead now. We keep going. This shit's like Fire Emblem.
Alright, whatever.
Will you fight the enemy?
Yes.
Will you fight Mogira?
Yes.
Wait. There's an invisible ceiling stopping me from flying above his height. So the game's just stripping me of my only advantage of playing as Mothra? And look at the range on his attack! To get close enough to attack him, I have to be well inside his reach. And what is... There's like this sumo mechanic where the closer you get, the more the enemy gets pushed the other way, but like you can't have a mechanic of the stronger being able to push the other when the only concept of strength is pushing on D-pad or not pushing on D-pad. Aha! Alright, well...
Mogira thought that father fighting here might be disadvantageous, so retreated to the next...
Dude, what the fuck is going on?
I thought I knew what video games were, but maybe I don't. What does that mean? What kind of sick game is this? Why are we in space? Godzilla, I'm sorry!
I don't want to talk about this one, dude. I just feel like it's unfair.
Wait, let me try something.
So I think it's in the green door and... Yes! Alright, motherfuckers! Bartzilla's got a whole range of attacks, so listen up! For fireballs shot directly forward in line with his mouth, you hit right on the D-pad. To shoot them into the background, you hit up, and for the foreground, you hit down. The lasers are gonna be over on the action buttons, with A to hit the railway tracks, B shooting down onto the road, and X shooting straight ahead. But unlike the fireballs, this shoots in line with his eyes rather than his mouth. Now, how much of all this does the game prepare you for? None of it! Should've read the manual. Go! So the fireballs go and... Okay, the helicopters are shooting before they're on screen! Oh god. Oh hell! Holy crap, how am I supposed to... Come on! They made this like as confusing as humanly possible. What a completely insane way to control a character dealing with enemies in a 3D space. It's as if someone for the company just drew up this screen and said, there, that could be a game. Gamify it. The enemies also show up very shortly before either hitting you or even shooting you, meaning that even if you take them out after they've shot, the bullet still hits you. And to even take anything out in the first place, you have to have every plane's counter memorized and ready to enact instantaneously. Why would someone do this?
He'll also kick shit to destroy buildings. Yeah, you can't control that.
I mean, you actually get a higher score the more damage you do to the city, but like, come on.
And oh, you died? Well, you don't get to retry. You have to go searching for this level in the most cockamamie overworld I've seen in my life. And also, this part of the game has no music. That's fucking creepy, dude. And there doesn't seem to be any indication of how much health you have, so, you know, good luck. Wait a minute. Holy shit. So it seems like the game can only handle one of Bartzilla's lasers on screen at a time, which means when they spam a whole bunch of tanks directly in front of you, and you go to counter it by spamming the specific laser button that's designated for said tanks, the most recent laser you shot overwrites the existing one. So you have to wait for the current in-flight laser to hit its target before you're allowed to send another one. Wow! Oh, and yeah, that's real cool. When you lose, you don't even get to see him die. Like, I feel crazy even having to ask for that. You don't even get to see your character die when you lose. I have to admit, a very original flaw. It almost acts like Bartzilla didn't die, and that he is perfectly able to take all those hits and the scene just continues without me, and I'm just so bad that they kicked me out because I don't deserve to be part of it anymore! That is some fucked up mind games shit right there! That's like beyond Dark Souls punishment. Prepare to die? Psh, more like prepare to get kicked off the game for being so shit that you don't get to play it, and to be told that I'm not good enough by this fucking game? I don't even know where to start with that shit. So I eventually beat this section, at which point Bart got shrunken down and started climbing the Empire State Building? Wait, Bartzilla is climbing the Empire State? Yeah, you know, whatever, dude. Kinda thought we'd get to that later, but sure, fine. So lucky me, it's another auto-scroll level, but now it's vertical, and at least I can control my character. Here you have to avoid falling bullshit, as every person here seems to be throwing every possession they own out onto the street. VCRs, Sega Mega Drives, and a live cats? Jesus Christ! And as I said, it auto-scrolls, so if the camera outpaces you up the building, you lose. But also, the camera, like, follows you back down if you get hit. It seems to follow you less and less the more you get hit, so you eventually get overtaken by the camera, but the inconsistency really throws me off with how well I'm doing. Again, there's no health bar, so how many chances I've got left are just left up to a guess. And again, no music. Actually, the entire soundscape in this segment is super surreal. Oh, I swear, man, I'm gonna hear this shit when I'm trying to get to sleep tonight. What the fuck? Why is Marge a giant, six-legged... She's Momthra. She's Momthra. Momthra is a real wrench in the works, because she just shows up and takes some serious real estate on the screen that you have to get out of the way while people continue throwing shit at you. At certain points there'll be this rail on the side you can climb up that causes you to go a lot slower, but you'll be safe from taking damage. Not that any of that is very helpful at all, because it's usually just better to get hit by Momthra and keep going, because the chances of surviving on the rail and not getting hit by anything are so low that it's not even worth it. I mean, sometimes when you get back off the rail, the game spawns you lower than you were climbing. It shoves me back down the building, and this time the camera refuses to follow. Good God! Why even program any of that shit if it's completely functionally useless? And as if that isn't enough, if you stay on there too long and somehow don't get swallowed by the bottom of the screen, a UFO comes and kidnaps you. Yeah, I don't know, dude. And losing at this doesn't just mean starting this again. It doesn't just mean going back to the fucking overworlds and finding the green door, but it also means winning the fucking horrifying side-scrolling section again. These developers were like actually fucking nuts! God damn it, Mothra! Fuck off! Shit! Damn it! Fuck! Stop! And I know what you might be thinking. Well, maybe if you actually stuck with the Godzilla game, you wouldn't have to be dealing with this shit. And I would not dignify that with a response. I also discovered if you hit A or B, Bart glows. Now, you might wonder, does this help me in any way? What do you think? Do you think that Bart's glow ability helps me in this game? Because if you do, you're in for a real surprise! I wasn't censored enough when the tower got thinner, so Bart just grabbed the air like a fucking moron and sent me back down to... Why wouldn't he just stop climbing? Or maybe even, who knows, just automatically climb in a bit to save me some time? But oh no, we couldn't give him that. We couldn't just give him that. That's fucking crazy talk! Oh shit, I think I'm finally almost at the top. I mean, I've gotta be. Well, folks, looks like Homer Kong beat us to the punch. Well, then what do I do? What do I do? How do I complete my objectives with this big monkey? What do I do?
Instructions! If by some chance you're lucky enough to make it all the way to the top, they're waiting for you to arrive as the mighty Homer Kong. You've read the book, you've seen the movie, trust me, they won't help.
Like, I fucking got up to Homer Kong, up to him while he was punching the other lane, and did the electricity thing, and it still didn't work! What the fuck else could I possibly have to do? Ah! 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 Ha! I did it! I didn't do anything different from before, but fuck it, I win! Eat it, Homer Kong! Now, it's slim pickings when it comes to King Kong games, especially early on. So first up, we've got a Famicom-only release called King Kong 2 Ikari no Megaton Punch, based on King Kong 76's sequel, King Kong Lives, or as it was known in Japan, King Kong 2. Apparently, Ikari no Megaton Punch translates to Megaton Punch of Rage, which is very disappointing because Megaton was the word I most wanted to know the meaning of, but... So first up, we got a cutscene of Kong waking up to save Lady Kong. We got punch, rock, let's roll. What? Oh. Ooh. This isn't really what I was imagining. Okay. So, the main enemy design they have seems to be green blob. Oh, Jesus. Alright, let's try some rock! Oh shit, that works! Whoa! Wait, what is that? Well, that's just Zelda. It's just Zelda. It's Zelda. That is Zelda. Have you seen Zelda? You have now. This is literally just Zelda, dude. No, don't... That's not King Kong. That's not even Donkey Kong. That is Zelda! I know my video games, and that right there, that is Zelda! Also, what just happened? I've been warped? To what end? Oh boy, okay, so what, I'm like on level 15 now? What is happening? Oh god. Okay, a boss fight? What the fuck? Why is a hermit crab throwing its poop at me? Oh god! Dead. Oh, I've respawned directly outside. Okay, this time I'll use the rocks. That's working! Monkey throw! And I'm out of rocks. Alright, come here. Be dead now. Ah! Does he even have patterns? Ah! I wasn't cut out for this! I don't even know why I included the retro games. This didn't help at all. Alright, let's get to our handheld selection, the first being on the original Game Boy. Let me introduce simply Godzilla.
Introducing Godzilla! Baragon! Mechagodzilla! What the fuck is that? What in God's name is... Hedra? That does not look like... How did you get that from that? That just looks like the scary red guy from Looney Tunes. In loving memory, Anguillas! Anguilla? With a special guest appearance from... Ghidorah. Okay, I'm no Godzilla expert, but I'm pretty sure that thing's name is Ghidorah. You know, like Deborah. Ghidorah. Whatever, let's start the game. Excuse me, miss? I was looking for, Godzilla on the Game Boy. What is this?
Is this little guy Godzilla? Is that who this little tiny baby man is? This little baby boy? Little teeny tiny green lizard?
Oh my goodness. He's so small. It's him. The king of the monsters himself, on his way to nibble your num-nums. So if you hit A, nothing happens. Well, how about B? Am I not seeing this right? Or is there a giant fist coming out of Godzilla that's matching him in size? And that's the game's main attack ability? You really couldn't think of any other way for Godzilla to attack? Where is that coming from? Also, all of those enemies that were presented in the intro aren't peppered throughout the game. All of them are immediately dropped on you as soon as you start the first level. What? Whose idea was that? What the fuck? I'm not ready for this! Basically, it's just a puzzle game where you climb vines and punch blocks, but every enemy in Godzilla history chases you around and tries to kill you while you do it. So this must have started off as another game and had the Godzilla brand slapped on there to make a few... Wait a minute. Who made this? Not some random little game developer that needed a big name to get seen, but literally fucking Toho! As in the company that created Godzilla! Literally the most official place this game could have come from! How the fuck did you get this from Godzilla? Oh, was that it? What just... Why were there arrows? What's entire plan? Oh. So, like, I guess you get to choose your own path throughout this many levels. to maybe get to the other corner? I guess? Worth a shot. The back of the box says, "Do you remember that Godzilla had a little son?"
No?
He has been kidnapped by horrible monsters and confined to a great labyrinth called
The Matrix?
Can Godzilla rescue his son, Manila, at stake?
Beautiful.
So I guess we're in the Matrix fighting Neo and shit, looking for our baby boy. And we do that by punching rocks. Oh, that bunch of enemies doesn't even know what's gonna happen when I get over there. If I had to say something nice about this game, I mean, if I had to, like, if a gun was pointed at my head and I was told I'd never see my loved ones again, if I didn't fucking say something nice about the Godzilla game on Game Boy, I'd probably say the music's kinda neat. Also, no matter how many times you die, even if you run out of lives, you can start from the exact level you were on last time. So, I mean, good, honestly. I don't want to do that shit again.
Oh my god! What the fuck is this? Did they seriously just spawn me in the face of immediate mortal danger like a shitty fucking Mario Maker level?
Oh, here comes Ghidorah. I guess not every enemy is spawned out of those tree trunks. Is this a boss? I think he's invincible. Alright, well, I'm just gonna... Bye. Fuck you! What the fuck is this? Wow, this one really is a Mario Maker level. They use the environments to spell out good luck. Yeah, okay. Assholes. Wait a minute. Oh, for fuck's sake! You don't just lose if you die to the rock, but even if you escape, the puzzle becomes impossible if you didn't punch the rock to your right directly before escaping. What the fuck is that? This is it. I'm one block from the bottom right. Ha-ha! I've made it, you fools! You fools! You... What? So... I got here... and I did it. Guess they want me to go through and beat all 55 of the other levels.
Yeah, fucking right.
Well, it's been a long road, but we're finally here. The final level. And holy shit, it's complicated. And especially hard to figure out when fucking Ghidorah shows up. Seems like he's just like the ghost from Spelunky. An invincible enemy that shows up to punish you if you take too long to beat a level. I don't know why a puzzle game really needs that. Cognitive thinking isn't really sped up by the threat of death. Well, mine anyway. If I put that there, then... No! No! Why'd you come for me? No! Ah! Oh no, he's back! And I'm so close to the end! Please, just... I can do this! Ah! 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 Come on! Just... And then Alright, let me in! Let me in! Ah! Fucking... Just... Let me down there! Ah! 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 Woo!
that's it. Oh, and it turns out that Toho only published the game. Compile, the creators of Puyo Puyo are the ones who actually developed it. Which means that my theory about it starting as another game is probably right. Now, as I said, it's kinda hard to find King Kong games. Unlike Mr. Lizard over there, you're not gonna find a lot of Digital Kong outside of Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie. But I did find a neat one on the GBA called King Kong, the Eighth Wonder of the World. Or as it's known in other regions, King Kong, the official game of the movie. Look, it's different, okay? My choices were pretty much between this, another Famicom King Kong Lives game, another GBA game based on a Kong animated series I've never heard of, and, oh my god. So the game starts when they first arrive on Skull Island, around 4 hours into the movie, and hey! Hey! Look at that pixel art! Oh, I really gave the Game Boy the short end of the stick when I was a kid, basically only being something I played when I couldn't play a console, but I've grown to appreciate this system as I got older, and the fact that it was basically the swan song for when pixel art would be a form of the cutting edge. So this one's an isometric adventure game too, but you play as Jack, Carl, and Ann exploring Skull Island as a party. Jack gets a machete and a machine gun. Carl has a grenade and a, melee attack? Maybe? And Ann can scream. Oof. And if you find a herb, she can heal the party. Damn. Of course, that's overshadowed by her being kidnapped immediately, which I figure is just one less person to babysit. The game seems to be taking some cues from the over-the-head Legend of Zelda games, with an open world that I gotta navigate to find context-specific items to allow further progression, with various enemies strewn about to get in your way. Now, the combat is not quite as interesting. There are also temples with puzzles, where I found items that change up the gameplay, just much smaller in scope than Zelda. But this game does have crafting, and you can't get that shit in Zelda, so, you know, eat your heart out, Link to the Past. Oh! Okay, now I'm monkey. Fuck, I don't even, how do I, there we go. Alright, well, this is completely different. Suddenly I just have to fight a series of dinos with punch or big punch. And then that's it. Alright. Well, I guess now I've played as Kong, but it didn't really feel relevant. Or like it added anything. It just sort of happened, and now I... whatever. Oh, shit. What? I got hit by a crab that was hiding behind the foreground? I'm calling bullshit. The fuck is that? Yeah, as much as I like the visuals on the surface and somewhat on a nostalgic level, it doesn't always serve the gameplay. Like, you can't do that! That goes against the fundamental rules of... Fuck you! The layout and environment are also just so confusing. There were so many times where I tried to walk somewhere only to have my path blocked by a bush or a rock that was apparently on the same plane as I don't know about that! Well, okay, here we go, a rafting section! What? What rock? Oh shit, here we go! Jeez. Die! Die, damn it! Is this even what I'm supposed to be doing? Was that a boss fight? Alright, Ann, let's get the hell out of here! Shit, sorry. The GameCube controller's D-pad is not the best. Fuck. We should hurry! Wait, I found something in Kong's lair. It could be useful. Oh. What is it? Wait. What was that thing? What the hell was it? Well, now Ann can finally use her scream. I don't know what you were thinking, Ann. Kong must have heard you. If we don't hide behind that tree, Kong will find us. Hurry! Wait. I want to see how this plays out. Anne's been kidnapped again. We have to go find her. No doubt about it, he's brought her back to his lair.
Well, where's his lair from here?
No, I did this to myself! Not only is this backtracking, but it's backtracking through an area that I can't confidently traverse through. With a lot of recycled sprites and the aforementioned confusing terrain, I end up going in circles and to the wrong place, and you'd think the map would help, but it's not detailed enough to do so. And just going in the general direction the map tells you doesn't help when paths are often blocked off. Eventually got to another temple and you know what? It was actually kinda neat. Was pretty clear where to go next and what to do, but still needed some problem solving to figure out. Kinda fun! Oh, recycled boss fight time. You know what to do. Okay, I have to call Kong again, though now I know the horror of being caught, I'll hide this time. That's not a good hiding spot. Let me just... I managed to escape Skull Island to get to roam free in New York City. Yeah! Crushing cars and punching tanks and... Wait, is this it? Wait, this is the end? I'm not even at the top of the... What the fuck is this? So the game just starts spamming aeroplanes until you die. No final boss battle or anything because... You know, he does die in the movie, but I mean... It's an abstraction. This is a video game. We already went journeying through temples and shit. You couldn't go off the script enough to give us some kind of satisfying ending to the game? Even if he has to die afterwards?
What happened, King Kong? Why'd you have to go acting like a fucking ape? We could have been a team, traveled the world together, made millions!
Well, Denim, it was the planes that finally got him.
No, Jack. It wasn't the airplanes that got him. It was beauty that killed the beast.
I know this is a line from the movie. This is maybe one of the most famous lines from the movie. But even in that... Carl was the one who killed him. Are you fucking kidding me? That bullshit that, this fucking lady... brought him in and seduced the monkey and now he's dead because she was so beautiful. Fuck you, Carl! You were the one who did this! Don't push this on Anne! What the fuck is that about? And that's the big line it ends on? This isn't even about the game anymore. This is about the movie. What the fuck is that line? How is that the famous line? I don't fucking understand! That shit is stupid! That's stupid monkey shit right there! And I don't like it! Fuck you!
Congratulations, you have rescued Anne. This is pretty interesting to play just to see how they'd pull this off. It's really not so bad for a movie-based game. Just sort of uninspired and could have used a bit more variety. And things like the empty huts in the village and the painfully bare-bones Kong sections make it feel like it was just kinda incomplete. With a little more time in the oven, this could have been a real gem. But what's there is somewhat solid, if not for the navigation issues. At the end of the day, my biggest problem with it was the unnecessary amount of time I spent stumbling around, not knowing how to get to the next part of the game. It slowed the pacing down to a crawl. Maybe if it had come with a map that was actually helpful, I wouldn't have had such a problem. Oh well.
Gonna pretend I didn't see that.
Godzilla, destroy all monsters. Melee.
Now that's a title I can get behind! Let's see what options we've got here. Wait, the default difficulty is easy? Who do you think I am?
This was his first mistake.
Now let's get in there and fuck shit up. Well, I'm gonna pick the most familiar monster I can and go with Godzilla registered 90s.
attention, inhabitants of the planet you call Earth.
More fucking aliens, dude! And of course, because it's a fighting game, the plot is literally just everybody gets hypnotized into fighting each other.
To encourage your cooperation, we have seized control of your Monster Island facility and have unleashed all monsters under our mind control rays. Not even your strongest monster can break free of our control and defeat the others. That is all.
Monsters. Fight.
Okay, so we got punch, we got kick, we got tail, we got long range attack, we got run, and we got jump. Every button's in play. I wonder if there are combos. I better check the manual. Whoop. We even got this block. What the fuck?
Yeah, stick 'em up, see? You wanna get to me, huh? You're gonna have to get past these puppies.
Yeah, wha! Yeah! A kick! Oh, what? And Girus used his back spikes and Godzilla hurt his foot. Oh, that's kind of a cool mechanic, but why is he jumping around like he just stubbed his toe on the kitchen counter? Yeah! Got him! He had me on the ropes there, but I sure did hit those buttons. I don't know what I did. Alright, buddy, let's go!
Fight.
Oh shit, I did not know you could... How do I... Alright. Oh, what the fuck is he doing now? Oh shit! Whoa! Fuck! God damn! Let me live! Please stop! I'm begging you! Okay, I'm completely out of my depth. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I'll check the menu. Oh yeah, just gonna have to go the tried and true fighting game method and mash buttons till I figure it out. Aha! A and B together grabs, and then I... Yeah! Now I'm starting to... Damn it. Ah, come on, I'm still getting kicked around by the first enemy in the tournament. Oh shit! Only just! Haha! I'm back to where I... Okay. Alright, Megalon, let's go! I know a trick or two now! Okay, well, you... Ha! Ha! Whoa! Oh, watch out for this one! Alright, so close... God damn it! Shit! I only need, like, 3 more hits! Okay, just fucking... Shit! Let me get, like, 1 hit in, man! There we go! Okay! Hit him with the laser breath and... Fucking... Get out from under there, you piece of shit! Shit, where is he? No! God, give me 1 chance! I almost pulled this thing off! There we go! Here comes the comeback! Just fucking grab him and... Yes! Yeah! Oh! Oh my god, that was good! Who's next? Bring it on! To this next challenger, global destruction is just an afterthought. Multiple heads, but of one mind to kick your reptilian ass. And his name is fucking Ghidra. No, don't do it. Stop. No, stop. Don't do it. No, don't. Stop. No, don't do it. I'm gonna hide. No, please, stop it. All right. What the fuck? He hit me with a building by throwing a building through another building. That's about where my limit is. What the fuck is that? I'm gonna have to turn the difficulty back down, because this is... Fuck that. God damn it. Fuck you. I'm gonna be 100% raw with you right now. This game is fucking awesome. I'm getting into the rhythm of these controls and figuring out how to really play, but normal difficulty is like out of my league right now. This game kicked my ass, but it's a fantastically realized Godzilla game. I would have expected the best Godzilla game to be like an adventure game, but a tournament fighting game is honestly perfect for the franchise. The destructible environments, the depth of the combat, the variety of the monsters, it's got it all. I'm genuinely wooing when I win these fights, and I'm playing against AI. Considering I'm sure this is best played multiplayer, I think that's just a testament to how well executed this is. It took the Godzilla name and did something damn good with it. And for that, they should be proud. Alright, Mechagodzilla, let's go! And now for the new age console landing for the big ape himself, we have the long-awaited Peter Jackson's King Kong: The Official Game of the Movie, a launch title for the Xbox 360.
Oh shit! It's like Bioshock!
This is it! This is the hidden island I've spent 8 weeks searching for!
What? Did he just say he's been searching for Skull Island? The mythical island full of dinosaurs and giant apes, secrets never before seen by humanity for 8 weeks? He found it in 8 weeks? And he's complaining about it? You put Indiana Jones to shame. What the fuck are you complaining about? Whatever this guy does to that big ape is justified because he is the single most valuable being in human history. Give him a year and we will walk into heaven. I'm sorry, we haven't even got to the fucking game yet, man. What is that shit? It's kind of cool because you get the real actors in both likeness and their real voices playing the parts. And they follow you around and interact with each other as you play.
Hey, Jack, Ann, come with me. I want to shoot some test shots.
You want to start filming now?
Sure, why not? That's why we're here. We'll start with some screams.
Oh boy, we're gonna get some of Anne's world-famous screams.
Scream, Ann! Scream for your life!
Oh, shit! Wow, she can really just... Oh my god!
Look out!
What? Huh? Oh! Oh my god! There's giant fucking crabs! They're really just jumping in!
It's enormous!
What's enormous? Oh! That is, yep, enormousness verified! Oh, we are in for a fucking treat! You can actually pick up stuff like bones and spears from deposits around the map that have limited durability, and you can either poke with them or throw them at your enemies. Not so enormous now. Oh, now I'm sad. You get to choose if you want to throw them for more damage, but more wear to its durability. Plus, you have to go get it back. At least I think that's how it works. It's a little hard to know the specifics because the information the game delivers to the player is pretty bare bones, as you can see from the lack of heads-up display. Hell, if you want to know how much ammo you have, you hit B, and the character just says how much ammo they have.
4 bullets on backup.
I can certainly say I've never seen that done before. I guess it's to get that filmic quality. You can also light fires to see in dark areas, upgrade your melee weapon, or to burn obstacles and clear the way. And it's not contextual at all. It just works. You're also able to spear bait and throw it to distract enemies. All these mechanics actually have use to them and aren't one-off things, and are things you can use in combination with each other in order to create strategy. It's like really fucking good.
Take cover, Jack!
No, I'm Adrian Brody, you're Jack. Oh, that's a dinosaur! Oh, yeah. I kind of forgot. There are dinosaurs. I don't have any ammo. I need a spear. Here. No, that's set dressing. Here we go. Okay. Damn you. All right, wait. Wait. And... yeah! Holy shit, that worked! That's fucking awesome! Oh, what the fuck, another one? God damn, this is actually gonna be a challenge. Oh, I need a spear. Crap! Get off me! Oh my god, that worked. Alright, now I just... come on! Yeah, fuck. Alright, so I grab the spear, I aim it at the... oh, wait a minute. The hell is that? He sent his baby? Oh, there's the second one. There. 1 spear each.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Driscoll!
Wait! That's it? What the fuck is that? Because I died the first several times, they just started treating me like a baby? I almost had it, damn it! Wow! Wow! Wow, wow, wow. Wow. I mean, as technically impressive as adaptive difficulty is to see in this game, they completely robbed me of that victory. 0 options for it in the menu. You are just not given the opportunity to overcome real challenges.
So that sucks. Anyway, then a giant bat kidnaps Jack Black, and so to save him, I had to infiltrate Batlands and... Goddamn, what is with this near-death music, by the way? It's like... fucking transcendent. Wait. Is this... no way. There's no way. Is that meant to be the fat lady singing? Holy shit, this game is on another level. Cause, you know, it's all over when the fat lady sings. And opera singers are big, and I'm near death, so... I think they thought about this so much that it went round in a circle and stopped making sense again. Oh, here we go! Yeah! What the fuck is that? Beat it! Now the real challenge is beating it before the difficulty adapts. You think you're scary, Bat? You're right! Yeah! That's it, this game's fucking awesome! And I don't just mean for a movie game, but for a game! They pulled off a fantastic feat here. It's so good, it's bananas. No, but really, this King Kong game is very good. That was maybe my favorite encounter, but the game keeps up the variety and gameplay that's clearly thought through. Makes sense, as I found out, Peter Jackson specifically wanted this game to be a well-made companion to the movie, and after playing Beyond Good and Evil, asked the director of that game to make this with him. Hell, no wonder it came out how it did. Not to forget that the levels where you play as Kong are great too. Still somewhat simple compared to the human levels, but they feel big. And the combat that is there has just enough depth to feel like you can get good at it without the segments overstaying their welcome. Though one thing I wish lasted longer was playing as Kong in New York. You get to break out and fight, and a lot like the GBA one, the game just fucking ends. Come on, it's like if you were playing a Batman game and you spent the whole time playing as Bruce Wayne and you only put on the cowl for the final level and then it ended. Let me smash shit! Let me punch a car, please, mommy! A lot of what I think of when I hear King Kong is Big Monkey in the Little City, so why these games seem to brush it off as a footnote is beyond me. You get to smash some stuff, but then right up the Empire State of Death for you. I could do the fucking ice skating even, I don't know, whatever, he dies. Classic monkey. Although there's actually, and I'm not making this up, a secret ending where Jack shows up, shoots down the military, and helps Kong escape back to Skull Island. Now that is a happy ending for that monkey. Well, that's all of them. We had Godzilla on the NES, I mean Super Nintendo, Game Boy, and GameCube, with Kong on the Famicom, GBA, and Xbox 360. Not what I was expecting. Just in general. Godzilla for the Game Boy really threw me off. I guess I was imagining more brawling through the streets, except you're a giant animal. Instead, Godzilla got games where I had to memorize all these complex moves to the specificity and frequency of a Dance Dance Revolution game without the arrow prompts. The GameCube game was the best at making a game you could come in and mash buttons and have a good time, with further depth to be able to get good at if you stuck around. Kong was all over the place. First he was a bad Zelda game, then he was a good Zelda game, then it was just a fully realized King Kong game. Well, more of a Jack Driscoll game, but still very good. But overall, which one comes out on top? From this oversized battle of the synthesized beasts? Well...
Oh my god. What do we do?
Let them fight.
No way, we gotta stop them! Hey! Stop! Hey! 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 Stop! No! 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 Ah!
Who am I meant to be rooting for?
So long, Godzilla!
Was beauty killed the beast.
Kong's games were better though.
Here we are. The end. Thank you so much for watching. I really paid the price for that fight scene at the finale because it was a real pain to make, but it was also silly and dumb and fun, and it's what I wanted. It was also decided on by you guys. I had you vote on the outcome, and I totally would have had Kong win because he's funny monkey, but everybody voted for Godzilla, and I think it turned out better for it. I'd appreciate it a ton if you could take a second to hit the like button to justify the months of work I put into this, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments too. It's always nice to hear from the outside world. I'm going to repeat myself and say that the wait for the next videos are not going to be as long, but I'm confident about it because I've got a lot of work done on them already. So, until next time, thanks again. That's the take. That's the take. I'm fucking done!